Breaking news alerts in Brunswick, Georgia, the scene of a deadly boating accident. Only one person survived. From the Department of Natural Resources in Georgia, Captain Bob Lynn joins us now with the latest on this boating accident and what happened.
That occurred yesterday afternoon here in Brunswick, Georgia, on the Turtle River. We have located the final and last missing person, Mr. James Fuller. His body was located about an hour ago. We utilized our DNR law enforcement boat with side scan sonar, located the target on the bottom of the river. Utilized a Camden County diver. He went down, located Mr. Fuller's body, and recovered the body. So we're wrapping up the recovery efforts as we speak now. The family's been notified. So our efforts are ending as we speak.
Captain, where was he located in relation to the other boaters that you guys found?
In the same area.
Have you learned anything new since the recovery about the actual accident?
Nothing further that I've discussed earlier this morning, and the facts are still the same.
If he was found in the same area, why did it take longer to find him?
Sometimes body mass floats different. Skinny, amount of food you eat, your body makeup. Sometimes it just takes a little bit longer for gases inside your body to build in order for a body to float at times.
I take it he was not wearing a life jacket?
He was not.
Any idea how many life jackets were on the boat at this point?
I have not had time. Since this morning's briefing, I have not had time to go and look in the boat. No, sir.
But the 3 bodies now that were recovered, none of them had life jackets on.
That's correct.
Have you determined the cause of the accident?
Preliminary right now, it appears to be the rough sea conditions last night. The boat took on a lot of water, and just continued to take on water and began to sink. And it capsized with the amount of water it had in it, causing all 4 people on board to go into the water.
What were the conditions like at the time last night?
We had a rough wind last night. The tide was fighting against the wind to make a very choppy incoming tide. So the sea conditions were fairly rough last night.
Captain, at this time of year, we're going to see a lot of people out in the water. Any message you want to put out there to other boaters?
I think the lesson to take away from this is twofold. Is to look at the weather forecast and always wear your personal flotation device.
Since this did turn to a recovery earlier, did the family know ahead of time what you were going to be finding today or looking for?
They knew we were, in the recovery mode, looking for Mr. Fuller's body. No guarantee on finding it today or tomorrow. Some things do take time. We were fortunate enough to bring quick closure today for the family.
You just mentioned quick closure, but this is not the end of your involvement. You got to recreate what happened, right?
That's correct. It is a quick closure for the recovery efforts. The investigation will take weeks to determine exactly what happened.
Do we know, were they on a fishing trip or just out?
They were fishing, yes, sir.
Captain, any idea how experienced these men were as boaters or their swimming capabilities?
At the current time, I do not.
So the only survivor was the one who was wearing a life?
That's correct.
And we still don't know if he was just found with the life preserver or if he had it on the entire time.
I do not know. At this moment, I do not.
Do we know if any factors such as alcohol were involved at all?
That's under investigation. Naturally, that will be considered and through the investigation, if that was a factor, it will be brought forth.
Was the boat moving when it capsized?
Yes.
How fast was it going?
I don't know.
How deep was the boat found? I think you had mentioned earlier about 10 feet.
Around 10 foot of water.
Is that the same depth where the final boater was found?
That's about the same depth, yes.
The conditions out there, brackish water, tough to locate things?
This is purely salt water. The sound's not about a mile away. So this is a purely saltwater river.
So what is it like for your rescuers in there?
Dark water conditions, dark water diving, but luckily the sonar, with use of the sonar, it still picks up objects on the floor of the river. So we were lucky enough to locate him with sonar, and then the diver dove on the spot that we marked and was lucky enough to find him, even in dark water conditions.
This is a fishing community. Is this typically a dangerous area to go fishing?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Strong current?
That's strong current, strong in and out current, because the shipping channel, the Brunswick shipping channel, this is part of it. So it's a deep channel.
Captain, can you tell us now, will there be follow-up with the families or anything after this?
There'll be some follow-up to continue to finish the investigation. And as I said, it'll take a couple of weeks to finish that investigation.
Okay. Captain, anything else?
No, sir, not at this time.
All right. Captain.
That is Captain Bob Lynn with the Georgia Department of Natural Resources. As he mentioned, that fourth and final boater from that boat that capsized in this area last night has been recovered. His body has been recovered. The total 3 boaters died in that accident. A fourth was found safe last night and is alive. We understand he has been released from the hospital. We will, of course, continue to follow this story and have much more coming up later today on air and on news4jax.com. Live in Brunswick, I'm Chris Parento, Channel 4, the local station.
Last night, and our crews have been learning more about the men who lost their lives in this accident. Check in with Channel 4's Nicole Snyder in Brunswick. The families had hoped for the best, held out hope until the latest news came in. They've got to be devastated, Nicole.
Bruce, definitely very emotional out here. As soon as that body was recovered of James Fuller, family and friends were loudly screaming and crying, the grief unspeakable out here. And shortly after, groups of people were holding hands and praying, and now they have started to leave and go home and carry on with their day. But definitely very, very sad out here. I just want to show you exactly where that boat capsized last night. I'm here on the bridge overlooking this area. You can see between this buoy and this dock farther out here, that is where DNR says that boat capsized. Now, we do have some pictures of the men on that boat. This is a picture of James Fuller next to Rico Scott. DNR says the body of Scott was recovered around 7:30 this morning. We also know that Michael Troop died. His body was the first one recovered last night. The only man on board who survived is Marcus Collins. DNR says he managed to put a life jacket on and swim to shore to get help. Collins was taken to a hospital, but he has been released since then. While out here at the search, we talked to a family friend of James Fuller. He says Fuller has young children and that he was passionate about fishing and loved to be on the water. He says this whole community is grieving and devastated.
I wish I could describe. I can't. Even if they told me themselves, I still wouldn't be able to convey that to you because it's so personal and so deep down inside. All I know, last night, he threw up his hand.
And we are trying to get in touch with Marcus Collins or his family since he's been released from the hospital. We're guessing he's home now. We're going to try to talk to him about his condition and everything that's happened over the last 24 hours. We'll have a live update for you tonight at 5 and 6. Reporting live in Brunswick, Georgia, Nicole Snyder, Channel 4, the local station.
So as to what actually precipitated this boating accident may take months to determine. An investigation is underway. We can probably say that weather may have not been the main cause, but was a factor. Rich, they were east of the Sydney Lanier Bridge, so essentially you've got an outgoing tide, incoming water. Given the wind conditions, probably likely that there was a pretty good chop and maybe the water was coming over the bow.
You know, just by the description, and now there's a lot more light here thanks to Chris and Nicole, as well as the captain shedding some light on the issue. So let me zoom in here, and I'm going to give you an idea of what we're talking about. Brunswick, and you've got areas from, well, Turtle Creek area, Fancy Bluff, and then right there where the bridge had the, or where the bridge is. Now, it was just to the east, so you kind of have to imagine downtown Jacksonville at the river versus that of, saying, being on the same river at the mouth of Mayport. Two distinctly different types of bodies of water there, even though they're the same. So with the onshore wind coming in out of the southeast and the tide dropping, when you put those two together, it's kind of the same way that we get our waves. The wind was helping to drive the waves up. If there's 4 guys on a boat that's 14, 16 feet, maybe the bow of the boat was a little lower toward the surface. So basically, if this is the boat, you have some of the waves that may have been crashing over the bow, and that's how it started to take on water. So to say that the weather was 100%, no, but it does look like it could have been a factor in the combination, like you said, between the current and the rivers. As a matter of fact, let me just show you the data that we have here. And this is from last night when the call first came in. And this is what I was trying to show you right up through St. Simons and then up toward the bridge here. So there's Brunswick and there's the Sydney Lanier Bridge. So using buoy data, using St. Simons info, and using Brunswick information, we found that the winds were on average out of the southeast incoming here at about 10, but we had some gusts as high as 20. There's 21, there's 17, and we did have one more report of a 23-mile-an-hour wind gust. So that's enough to make the water stand up and possibly allow those little waves to crash into the surface of the boat. Of course, this is just the beginning of what will be the investigation for both the folks that are on the scene, and we'll continue to watch things here and have more of it as we continue this coverage. Bruce, back to you.